Education for Sustainable Development. My name is Aliha Shahid and I am from BS Education, second semester, chapter number 2, Education, Sustainable Development and Sustainability Education. What is education? Education is a lifelong and multi-process which aimed at all around development of the learners. It includes the whole process of human development. It is a planned process of systematic instruction and schooling in preparation of life. It also includes the process of transmitting cultural knowledge, skill, behavior, and beliefs. Etymological meaning of education. The first written record of the education is found in 1530. Following are the key point regarding the etymological meaning of education. English word education has been derived from the Latin word educare, educatus, educatum, and educatio. Educare means to bring up, to raise, and to nourish. The child is like a plant in the garden. Educare means laid out and to root. The child has an innate power. These powers should be properly cared. Educatum means act of teaching and training. Education is something which is imposed from outside. Educators means to rear and to educate. The rearing is from the outside and under the supervision of the teacher. The education means breeding and bringing up. This make education as the activity of giving care the children in their development. Terminological meaning of education. The lexical meaning of the term education lead us to the terminological meaning of education. Following are the key point regarding the terminological meaning of education. Terminological speaking. Education is a process of change and development of the individuals. This continuous process aimed at transferring information, skills, and cultural heritage from one generation to another. Cul- Education is a social process that enables an individuals to lead a balanced life in the society in the light of human academic heritage. Comprehensive meaning of education. Education is a process of stimulating the mind, engaging the learner, and bring new ideas and truth in life. Following are the key points. Education is a process of change in which the individual is equipped with the human academic and cultural heritage for the purpose of stable and successful individuals and group life. Education is the activity of recognizing God, universe, and man. This recognition leads us to the individual to understand the demands of life, society, and the environments as well. Representative definition of education. The Greek educators and education. The Greek educators initiated the ideas of education at the start of state and, and set the stage for the generation for the further development in the field of education. These views are underlined here, outlined here. Socrates. Socrates कहते हैं education is an activity of knowing themselves. फिर वो कहते हैं education is a quest for truth. Plato कहते हैं education is the process of developing body and soul of the individuals to enabling them to contribute to the Tophian society. फिर Plato कहते हैं education is an act of identification of human mind with the absolute mind. Western education educators कहते हैं the Western thinker presented the educational thought and impacts education of the West and also paved the way to modern education. The concept of education and the reign of thinker of education is outlined here. Rousseau. Education is a process that is carried out to create learning environment that allows education to develop their natural goods. Education is the process of developing of individuality of the child in the natural environment. It also involves the training of man in the natural setting. जॉन डेवी कहते हैं education is the reconstruction or orientation of experience which lead to the meaning of experience and which increase to direct the course of subsequent experiences. फिर वो कहते हैं education is the process of living and not a preparation for future living. The Muslim educators and education. The Muslim educators established a school of thought and contribute much in the environment of educational ideas. The views of renowned Muslim educators on education are outlined here. Al-Ghazali कहते हैं education is the activity of cultivating the abilities of the individual so that they may interact with society and environment in a successful way. फिर वो कहते हैं education involves all around personality of the children so that they make part in life in harmony with the will of Allah Almighty. Ibn Khaldun कहते हैं इब्न खल्दून कहते हैं एजुकेशन इज द एक्टिविटी ऑफ इक्विटिज्म of revealed knowledge that has been delivered to us by prophets. फिर वो कहते हैं दूसरी तरफ education is the activity or development of character and personality of the individuals in life with the ideology of society. What is sustainable development? Sustainable development ऐसा टॉपिक है जिसको हमने पूरी बुक में इसी के लिहाज से कुछ ना कुछ पढ़ते रहना है. सबसे पहले हम इसको जानेंगे कि ये क्या है. Sustainable development is a development that approaches the aim to meet the need of present generation without compromising future generation to meet their own needs. It balances economic growth, social inclusion, and environmental protection to ensure long-term prosperity and well-being for all. Key principles of sustainable development. Environmental sustainability, protecting natural resources, ecosystem while reducing pollution and conserving biodiversity. Economic sustainability. Promote इसमें हम करते हैं promote economic growth that is inclusive, equitable and resource efficient without depleting natural assets. Social sustainability कहते हैं ensuring social equity, human rights, education and access to healthcare while reducing poverty and inequality. Goals. United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals SDGs part of 2020 agenda outline global priorities for sustainable development. Some key goals include गोल नंबर 1 है नो पॉवर्टी यानी कि गुर्बत ख़त्म की जाए. गोल नंबर 2 है ज़ीरो हंगर यानी कि भूखा मिटाया जाए. गोल नंबर 4 है क्वालिटी एजुकेशन की क्वालिटी अच्छी की जाए. गोल नंबर 5 है जेंडर इक्वलिटी यानी कि सब जेंडर्स को बराबर किया जाए. गोल नंबर 6 है क्लीन वाटर एंड सैनिटेशन यानी कि पानी के नकाइस अच्छे किए जाएँ. गोल नंबर 7 है अफोर्डेबल एंड क्लीन एनर्जी. गोल नंबर 13 है क्लाइमेट एक्शन. गोल नंबर 14 है वाटर लाइफ बिलो वाटर एंड गोल नंबर 15 है लाइफ ऑन लैंड. इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट. Preservation of resources ensure the ability of resources for future generation. Climate protection. Mitigate climate change and its impact by promoting eco-friendly practices. Social justice reduces inequality, promote fair access to resources, and upholds human rights. Economic stability encourages innovation, green jobs, and sustainable industries. Sustainable development requires a collective effort from government, businesses, and individuals to integrate sustainability into policies, practices, and everyday actions. What is sustainable development? Sustainable education for sustainable development is an approach to education that empower individuals with the knowledge, skills, values, and attitude needed to contribute to sustainable development. It integrates principle of sustainability into teaching, learning, enabling process to make informed decisions and take responsible action for environmental integrity, economic viability, and social equity. Key features of ESG: holistic and interdisciplinary, cover environmental, economic, and social dimension of sustainability. Action oriented, encourages critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making to address real world sustainability challenges. Transformative learning, promote attitude, behavior that foster sustainable practice and values. Inclusive, addresses diverse learners, communities, and culture, ensuring equity and inclusivity. Goals क्या हैं ESG के? Awareness, build understanding of global challenges such as climate change, poverty, and biodiversity loss. Empowerment, equip learner with skill to take sustainable action in their communities and professions. Behavior change, encourage sustainable lifestyles, ethical consumption, and resource conservation. Systems thinking, help individuals understand the interconnectedness of environment, social, and economic systems. Core themes in ESG: climate change, education, biodiversity conservation, sustainable consumption and production, poverty alleviation. Functions of education in sustainability. The function of education refer to those responsibilities, educative processes carried out. Following are the necessary function of education. Cultivation of creative intelligence. The function of education is to cultivate creative intelligence required for adaptation of challenge to changes in the social environment. The creative intelligence or institution combines the creative intelligence or in institution combines reason of understanding with wisdom of compassion. It largely depends on human awakening and enlightenment. Socialization of youth. The function of education in the society is the socialization of youth into the prevailing culture. On the other hand, formal schooling seems to integrate individuals into society by institutionalizing value and belief system. On the other hand, it provides the individual's competencies necessary for the adequate performance of social roles. Culturing the mind. The function of education is to culture the mind of learner so that she can accomplish of his or her aims in life. Education should enable an individual to use the full potential of his or her body, mind, and spirit. Organization of power to conduct. The function of education is to organize the part of conduct of the learner so that he or she may fit in his or her social and physical milieu. The education provide valuable services for maturity and integration of child's personality required for personal freedom, development of inner freedom. The function of education is to foster the development of inner freedom. The individual's inner freedom breeds self-initiated actions, self-direction, intelligent decision-making, critical thinking, evaluation of others, acquisition of knowledge for solution of problem, flexible adaptation to new situation, effective cooperation with others, self-motivation, and a desire to work with one's own purpose. Production of integrated individuals. This is the primary function of education, to produce integrated individuals. The individuals who were free of fear and are able to solve the problem of life. These integrated individuals deal life as a whole. Education is in fact helping individuals to be mature and free to as become fully human. Cultivation of a civilized society. To me, education is believed to be responsible for the cultivation of civilized and competitive society. A responsible and thoughtful society can be developed by means of the educative process. Education helping cultivating moral and ethical values in the members of society. Cultivation of open mindedness. The main function of education is to cultivate open mindedness. This is necessary of acquiring knowledge. Open mindedness depend on freedom of exercise curiosity. Good education gives thought, care, and affection to the creation of right environment and cultivation of open mindedness, which enables the children to intelligently deal with the human problems. Role of education in sustainability. Education for sustainable development, also called sustainability education, is a comprehensive approach to learning. It empowers individuals to make informed and responsible decisions for a sustainable future. Following are details describing the role of and contribution of sustainable education in the contemporary world. It serves as holistic approach to sustainable development. Sustainable development is a development paradigm that meet the need of present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. It encompasses three connected pillars: environmental, social, and economic sustainability. It is a transformative force for sustainable development. Education for sustainable development acts as a catalyst for change by fostering a deep understanding of sustainability issues and inspiring individuals to take action. It empowers the learner to become active citizens who can contribute to a more sustainable future. It empowers learners for nurturing the future change makers. Education for sustainable development imparts the learner by equipping them with the knowledge, skill, values necessary to address complex sustainability challenges. It encourages critical thinking, problem solving, innovative approaches to finding sustainable solutions. It promotes environmental consciousness that lead to cultivating a greener future. Education for sustainable development fosters environmental consciousness by promoting an understanding of ecological principles and the impact of human activities on the planet. It encourages responsible consumption, waste reduction, and conservation practices. It promotes social justice for building inclusive communities. Education for sustainable development promotes social justice by addressing issues of equity, diversity, and human rights. It fosters empathy, tolerance, and respect for different cultures and perspectives. Next point है, it strengthens sustainable economic practices. Education for sustainable development strengthens economic viability by promoting sustainable businesses practices, green jobs, and circular economy models. It equips the learner with the skills needed to contribute as a resilient and equitable economy. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट की तरफ बढ़ते हुए हमें मिला है it integrates all subject areas into a holistic entity. Integrating education for sustainable development in the curriculum requires a holistic approach that permeates all subject areas. It involves developing innovative teaching methods, incorporating real-world examples, and fostering interdisciplinary sex collaboration. Next point है it promotes a sense of shared responsibility. Collaborative partnership between school, communities, and organizations are essential for the successful implementation of education for sustainable development. By working together, stakeholders can create a more sustainable future at all for all. Next point है it extends beyond formal education practices. Education for sustainable development is a lifelong learning process that extends beyond formal education. It encourages individuals to continue learning, adapting to the in evolving challenges and opportunities of a sustainable future. Contribution of sustainable development in education. Sustainable development contribute to education involves reshaping education system to incorporate sustainability principles, fostering awareness, and preparing individuals to address global challenges. Sustainable development emphasizes the role of education as a transformative tool for creating informed, responsible citizens capable of contributing to long-term environmental, social, and economic well-being. Contribution of sustainable development. Key contributions. Integration of sustainability into curricula. It promotes the inclusion of sustainability related topics with such as climate change, biodiversity, renewable energy, and social justice in school and university curricula. Encourages interdisciplinary learning to understand the interconnectedness of environmental, economic, and social systems. Development of critical skills. Cultivates skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, collaboration, and system thinking. Equip students with the tool to address real-world sustainability challenges and contribute to innovative solutions. Encouragement of lifelong learning. Recognize education as a lifelong process. Encourages individuals of all ages to continue learning about sustainability. Promote adult education programs, workshops, and community initiative for sustainability awareness. Next point है promotion of global citizenship. Instills value of empathy, equity, and social responsibility, fostering a sense of global citizenship. Encourages individuals to take collective action for sustainable practices at local and global levels. Next point है focus on equity and inclusion. Highlights the importance of accessible education for all, addressing issues of gender inequality, poverty, and marginalized communities. Ensure that sustainability education reaches diverse population, reducing disparities in learning opportunities. Advancement of environmental literacy. Educates individuals about ecological system conservation and the importance of sustainable resource use. Build awareness of how human action impact the environment and how to mitigate these effects. Next point है environment encouragement of green practices in educational institutions. Promote eco-friendly initiatives in schools such as recycling, energy conservation, and green infrastructure. encourages the establishment of sustainable practices in environmental institutions, making them role models for sustainability. Next point has support for the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Align education system with SDG number 4, quality education, and integrate other goals such as climate actions, SDG number 13, goal number 13, and gender equality, SDG number 5, into teaching practices, prepare students to actively contribute to achieving these goals. Research and innovation encourages academic research on sustainability issues, fostering innovation in fields such as renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and waste management. Build on knowledge base to support evidence based policymaking. Community engagement and action link education with community-based projects, empowering students to apply their knowledge in real-world setting, encourages partnership between education institutions, government, and NGOs for collaborative sustainable development initiatives. ओवरऑल इस पे जो इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है वो है sustainable development enhances education by making it more relevant, inclusive, and forward looking. It prepares individuals to understand and tackle global sustainability challenges. फिर है adopt sustainable lifestyle and practices. फिर कहते हैं participate in building resilient, equitable, and environmentally sound societies. This mutual reinforcement between sustainable development and education is essential for fostering a world that balances growth with sustainability and ensures a brighter future for all. Aims of education for sustainable development. Aims क्या है is to empower individuals and communities with the knowledge, skill, values, and attitude necessary to make informed decisions, to take responsible action to achieve sustainable development. ESD seek to promote sustainability in all dimensions, environmental, economic, and social, through education and lifelong learning. की एम्स ऑफ ESD हैं पॉइंट्स है promote awareness of sustainability challenge. इसमें कहते हैं raise awareness about pressing global issues such as climate change, biodiversity loss, poverty, inequality, and resource depletion. Encourage critical thinking about the causes and impact of these challenges. फिर कहते हैं foster sustainable lifestyle. Equip individuals with the knowledge, skills to adopt eco-friendly habits, ethical consumption pattern, and resource efficient practices. Promote behavior that contribute to environmental conservation and social equity. Encourages lifelong learning. Provide opportunities for people of all ages to engage in sustainability education, from formal schooling to informal community based programs. फिर है point develop critical and systematic thinking. Enable learner to analyze complex sustainability problems, to understand the interconnections between environmental, social, and economic systems, foster the ability to think critically and develop innovative and sustainable solutions. इसमें environmental, social और economic systems का sustainable development में बहुत अहम किरदार है जो अक्सर जगह पे इसका जिक्र है. फिर है पॉइंट इंस्पायर एक्टिव ग्लोबल सिटीजनशिप. प्रमोट वैल्यूज सच एज इक्विटी, एम्पैथी, सोशल जस्टिस, सेंस ऑफ shared responsibility for the planet, encourage individuals to participate in community and global effort to address sustainability challenges, build skill for sustainability development, providing training in areas such as renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and waste management, and green technologies, prepare individuals for green jobs, industries to contribute to sustainable economies. फिर है advance equity and social inclusion, ensure that education reaches marginalized and underserved populations, reducing inequalities and promoting social cohesion, address issues of gender equality, human rights, cultural diversity as essential components of sustainability. फिर है point support the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal. Align education system with SDG 4.7, which focus on ensuring that all learners acquire the knowledge and skill needed for sustainable development. contribute to achieving other SDGs such as climate actions, SDG number 13, for clean water, SDG number 6, and decent work, SDG number 8. In enable behavioral change, instill a sense of responsibility and commitment to sustainable practices, personal, community, and organizational levels. Encourages proactive action that minimize negative impact on environment and society. Next point है enhance resilience and adaptability. Prepare learner to adapt the rapidly changing global conditions such as environment degradation, technological advancement, and socio-economic shifts. Equip communities to build resilience against climate against challenges like natural disasters and economic disruptions. Improving basic education. Improving basic education is essential for individual development and social progress and sustainable growth. Basic education typically include primary and early secondary education, which lays the foundation for lifelong learning, critical thinking, and essential skills. Enhancing basic education required addressing multiple dimensions, including access, quality, equity, and relevance. relevance. स्ट्रेटेजीज क्या हैं इन बेसिक एजुकेशन को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए वो जानते हैं. Point number 1 है increase access to education, build more school in underserved and rural areas, provide affordable for free education to reduce financial barriers, address transportation and challenges with safe and accessible options for students, develop policies to include marginalized communities, girls and children with disabilities. Enhance teacher quality, invest in teacher training program to improve pedagogy and subject knowledge, provide ongoing professional development opportunities for teachers, and ensure competitive salaries and incentives to attract and retain skilled educators. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट है इम्प्रूव करिकुलम एंड लर्निंग मटेरियल. इसमें करते हैं हम develop relevant, inclusive, and age appropriate curricula, incorporate skills with critical thinking, creativity, and problem solving, provide sufficient learning materials such as textbook, digital resources, and teaching aids. फिर नेक्स्ट पॉइंट है promote equity in education, address gender disabilities by creating safe and inclusive learning environments for girls, ensure education is accessible to children from diverse linguistic, cultural, and socio-economic backgrounds, implement special programs for students and with disabilities or learning difficulties, leverage technology, use digital tools and e-learning platform to enhance teaching and learning, provide access to technology such as computer, internet, especially in remote areas. Train teachers to effectively integrate technology into the classroom. फिर point has strengthens early childhood education. Invest in pre-primary education to build strong foundational skills. Emphasize the early literacy and numeracy programs. Support parental engagement in learning education. In early education. फिर point है ensure safe and supporting learning environments, improve school infrastructure, including classrooms, sanitation facilities, and playgrounds, address bullying, discrimination, and violence in schools, encourage community involvement, engage parents, local leaders, and community organizations in supporting school, fostering community driven initiative to address specific educational needs. फिर पॉइंट आता है मॉनिटर एंड एवेल्यूएट प्रोसेस, इम्प्लीमेंट robust assessment systems to track student learning outcome, use data to identify gaps and design in targeted interventions, ensure accountability through transparent reporting and feedback mechanism. Fifth point है increase funding and resource allocate adequate budget for basic education, especially in low income areas, partner with private sector, NGOs, and international organizations to mobilize additional resources. बेनिफिट्स क्या है बेसिक एजुकेशन इंप्रूव करने के? इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ, enhances workforce skills, reducing poverty and driving economic process. फिर आता है social equity, promote करते हैं inclusion को, reducing disabilities in opportunities. फिर आता है empowerment, equip individual with the knowledge and confidence to participate in society and make informed decisions. फिर आता है health and well-being, just most increase awareness of health practices and lead to better life outcomes. By prioritizing and improving basic education, societies can create a strong foundation for sustainable development and ensure brighter futures for all children. Second है reorientating existing education. Reorientating of education towards sustainable development refers to transforming education system focus on promoting sustainable development principles, values, and sustainability challenges. Following are the way to by means of which we may redirect the destination of education toward the accomplishment with the goals of sustainable development. First point है education need to adapt to future challenges. Education play a critical role in shaping societies by equipping individuals with the knowledge and skills necessary for addressing global challenges. Education for sustainable development (ESD) foster critical thinking, problem solving, and global awareness. Reorientating education equip future generation to face pressing global challenges. Sustainable development as an educational priority. Sustainable development focus on creating best economic, social, and environmental systems that benefit all people, incorporating sustainable development into education, emphasizing the importance of long term thinking and ethical responsibility. Making sustainability a core educational priority ensures future generation can live sustainability. Next point है emphasizing social equity in education. Social equity involves ensuring that all individuals, regardless of background, have equal opportunities for education and personal development. Reorientating education to emphasize social justice, challenges discrimination, and promote fairness, inclusion in and equality. Emphasizing social equity ensure a fairer and more just world. Next point है integrating sustainable development goals into curricula. Sustainable Development Goals are a set of global objectives aimed at ending poverty, protecting the planet, and ensuring prosperity for all. Integrating SDGs into educational curricula is essential for aligning learning with global sustainability priorities. Integrating SDGs prepares students to contribute to a sustainable world. Next point is education for sustainable stewardship. Integrating sustainable development goals into curricula. Sustainable development goals are a set of global objectives aimed at ending poverty, protecting the planet, and ensuring prosperity for all. Integrating SDG into educational curricula is essential for aligning learning with global sustainability priorities. Integrating SDGs prepares students to contribute to a sustainable world. Educating for environmental stewardship. Environmental stewardship refers to the responsible management of natural resources to ensure their long-term health. Reorientating to emphasize environmental responsibility, teaches students about the education interconnectedness of human and nature. It encourages individuals to adopt more sustainable lifestyles and practices in their everyday lives. Promoting sustainable consumption and production practices. Sustainable consumption and production refer the efficient use of resources and minimizing waste. Education that promote these practices help individuals understand the impact of their choices on the environment and society. Promoting sustainable consumption practices lead to the reduction in environmental degradation, teaching critical thinking and problem solving for sustainability. Critical thinking refers to the ability to analyze, evaluate, and synthesize information objectively. Teaching critical thinking and problem solving equips students with the skills to find innovative solutions to sustainability challenges. Teaching critical thinking prepares students to become leaders in sustainable development. Encourages interdisciplinary learning and sustainability. Interdisciplinary learning involves integrating knowledge from different academic disciplines To address these complex problems, sustainability challenges require a comprehensive approach that blends environmental science, economics, ethics, and social studies. Interdisciplinary education strengthens the capacity to tackle the sustainability challenges effectively. Next point has strengthening global partnership in education for sustainability. Global partnerships refer to collaboration between countries, organizations, and institutions to achieve shared goals. Strengthening these partnerships in education for sustainability promote the exchange of knowledge, expertise, and resources. Strengthening these partnerships broaden the impact of sustainability education worldwide. Fostering innovation through sustainable education system. Innovation in education is essential for addressing the evolving challenges for sustainable development. Reorientating education to foster innovation means encouraging creativity, entrepreneurship, and technological technological advancement in sustainability. Fosters innovation through education, lead to transformative changes for a sustainable future. Supportive community driven sustainability initiatives. Local sustainability initiatives involving community led actions aimed at from improving environmental and social well being. Reorientating education to support these initiatives empower students to become active participants in local sustainability efforts. Supporting local sustainability effort empower communities to thrive sustainability assessing the impact of sustainability education on society. Assessing the impact of sustainability education involves evaluating how effectively educational program promotes sustainability goals. Assessing sustainability education ensure its effectiveness in driving positive change. Public understanding and awareness. Public awareness of education for sustainable development is essential for fostering a sustainable future. It involves understanding the social, economic, environmental aspect of sustainability. Public awareness is crucial for mobilizing collective action to address global challenges, following at the sufficient point regarding the practical steps and suggestions for promotion of awareness of education for sustainable development in the society. Point have making of a society committed to sustainability. To foster a society dedicated to sustainability, education is key. Raising awareness about climate change, resource conservation, and social justice through schools is essential. Educators और students हैं वो collaborate करते हैं sustainability focused projects में और and workshops में. Holding of community events in educational institutions. Education institutions can spark public campaign for sustainability by using their platform to inform and inspire actions. Through workshop and social media and community events, they spread their sustainability messages. Even as schools or universities create a direct link between sustainability concept and real life actions. Point has collaboration of social institutions. Public awareness of sustainability benefits from a coordinated effect among school, local government, and businesses. Collaboration between educational institutions and non-profits helps spread sustainability message. By joining forces, institution can help build a more sustainable future through shared resources and knowledge. Point integration of sustainability contact into school curricula. Sustainability should be woven into the fabric of education. School need to update curricula to reflect sustainability challenges and solutions. Teachers should be trained to integrate sustainability concept across subject by creating a sustainability focused learning environment. School model behavior that students can apply in their communities. Training teachers on sustainability education effectively. Sustainability education start with well-trained teachers, professional development program focused on sustainability equips in educators with necessary tools. Teachers should be trained to deliver interdisciplinary lessons that integrate sustainability, ensuring that teachers are knowledgeable about sustainability allows for more comprehensive education. Pointed research and project on sustainability topics. University play a pivotal role in advancing sustainability. Through research, collaboration between academic institutions and industry leaders can provide real world insights. Internship with businesses can focus on sustainability of a practical experience. Universities can shape future leaders equipped to drive sustainable change in society. Building community based sustainable education programs. क्या कहता है community based program are vital for fostering local engagement in sustainability. Local leaders and organizations can promote sustainability through workshops and projects. Participants can learn practical way to make a difference, like tree planting and or conserving water. Grassroots education help individuals understand the impact of their actions using digital tool for promoting sustainability education. Digital tool make sustainability education more accessible and engaging. Online platform apps and webinars allow people to learn about sustainability at the convenience. Social media can also be leveraged to spread sustainability message and promote events. Digital platform offer a global reach, breaking down geographical barriers. Developing national campaign for sustainability education. National campaign is essential for broadening public awareness of sustainability education. Government NGO and education institution can collaborate on nationwide initiative. Campaign can include public service announcement, events, and educational material. Large-scale media campaign research diverse group, fostering widespread engagement. Point है empowering youth to spread awareness about sustainability. Youth are key to the future of sustainability education by providing students with platform to lead sustainability efforts. We ensure that our advocates for change. Schools and universities can organize sustainability campaign led by young people, empowering young people ensure a sustainable future driven by informed advocates. Point है encouraging sustainable practices through public incentives. Public incentives encourage citizens to adopt sustainable behaviors. Government can offer tax breaks or subsidies for sustainable practices like energy conservation. School, universities, and create incentive based program to reward sustainability effort. Public incentives help create a culture of sustainability that extend beyond educational institutions. Measuring the impact of sustainability education programs. It is essential to assess the effectiveness of sustainability education programs. Survey, feedback, and data collection can measure the impact of these programs on awareness and behavior change. Regular evaluation help identify successful strategies and areas for improvement. Tracking impact allows for continuous improving in sustainability education efforts. Public awareness of education for sustainable development. Raising public awareness of education for sustainable development involve educating individuals with the environment about environmental, social, and economic challenges. It empowers people with the knowledge and skill to contribute to a sustainable future. Public engagement is essential for driving collective action towards sustainability. Education is critical tool in shaping a more sustainable world. A public campaign for sustainable development. Public campaign plays a crucial role in raising awareness about sustainable development. Education provides the foundation for this campaign, offering people the information needed to make informed decisions. Partnership with media, NGOs, and educational institutions can amplify the messages. Combination of educational initiatives. Promoting sustainability requires a combination of top-down and bottom-up strategies. Integrating sustainability into national curriculum ensure that students learn about sustainability at all levels. Schools and universities can organize hands-on workshop and competitions to engage student media platforms including social media. Traditional outlets help spread sustainability messages widely. Building a sustainable culture through sustainable practices on campuses. Education institution can cultivate a sustainable culture by incorporating sustainable practices on campuses. These practices include energy conservation, waste management, and sourcing sustainable food. Educational settings are key in installing values of responsibility and long-term thinking for for a sustainable future, collaborating with media to promote sustainability education. The media is a powerful ally in promoting sustainability education through television, social media, and other platforms. The message about sustainability can reach large audiences. Partnership with media outlets ensure that sustainability education is accessible to diverse population. The media's broad reach makes it a critical tool for fostering public support for sustainability initiatives. Engaging local communities in sustainability education. Localized sustainability education ensure that people understand how global issues affect their own lives. Collaboration between school, local governments, and community organizations makes sustainability education more impactful. Local government foster a culture of sustainability that extend across society. Point had digital platform to promote sustainable education. Digital platforms are essential in reaching a broad audience for sustainability education. Online courses, webinars, and social media campaigns provide convenient access to sustainability knowledge. Institutions can leverage digital media to share resources and collaborate with global experts on sustainability. Point have provision of lifelong learning for sustainability. Lifelong learning ensures that individuals stay informed about the latest sustainability challenges and solutions. Education institutions should offer programs for adults to continue learning about sustainability. Lifelong learning helps people adapt to new environmental, social, and technological issues. Continuous education empowers citizens to make informed decisions throughout their lives. Use of media for promotion of sustainability awareness. The media is a powerful tool in raising awareness about sustainability. Television, radio, social media campaign can reach large audience and promote sustainability. Through consistent media engagement, and the public can be encouraged to adopt sustainable behavior. Sustainability education should be seen as investment for future generations. Sustainability education is an investment for in the future. By equipping young people with the knowledge, skills, we prepare them to tackle global challenges. In educating future generations ensure that they will approach sustainability with creativity and responsibility. Sustainability education fosters a mindset of problem solving and critical thinking. It is a foundation of a more resilient and sustainable society in the future. Point hai government policy as a driver for sustainability education. Government policies are essential for integrating sustainability education into a national framework. Policies should prioritize sustainability in curricula and incentivize educational institutions promote sustainability. Government policies can also help create systematic changes that embed sustainability in society. Characteristics of ESD यानी कि Education for Sustainable Development. Education for Sustainable Development (ESD) is an educational approach that aims to empower individuals and communities to make informed decisions and take responsible action for environmental sustainability, social equity, and economic development. Here are core characteristics of ESD. Holistic approach. ESG promote a broad interconnected perspective that cover environmental, social, economic, and cultural dimension. It seeks to address the complex and interrelated nature of sustainability issues. Point has focus on future. ESG encourage thinking about long-term impact and the well-being for future generations. It involves considering how current actions affect future sustainability and strives for intergenerational equity. Active participation. ESG emphasizes the importance of active learning and participation. It encourages learners to be involved in the problem solving, critical thinking, and decision making processes, both in and outside the classroom. Critical thinking and problem solving. ESG help develop the skills necessary to understand and critically assess sustainability challenges. It empowers learners to analyze problems and come up with creative, sustainable solutions. Integration of sustainability principle. ESG incorporate key sustainability principles such as conserving national resources, promoting social justice, fostering equality, and ensuring economic stability into all levels of education. Point here, cultural sensitivity. ESG respect diverse cultures
and local context, recognizing that sustainability issues are often region specific. It promotes sustainability and dialogue about different worldwide and worldviews and sustainable practices across cultures, empowerment and education and action. ESG aim to empower learners to take action in their own lives and communities, encourages the development of skills like leadership, advocacy, and collaboration to drive positive change. Point here global and local relevance. While ESG addresses global challenges like climate change, poverty, and inequality, it also focuses on local issues like and solution. It aims to create a sense of responsibility for both local and global sustainability. Sustainability mindset. ESG fosters a mindset of responsibility, resilience, and long term thinking, helping individuals recognize their roles in shaping a more sustainable world and promoting responsible consumption, production, and living. Partnerships and collaboration. ESG encourages collaboration between among different stakeholders such as government, NGOs, communities, and businesses to create a shared vision and act collectively towards sustainability goals. Point learner for transformation. ESG is not just about acquiring knowledge but also about transforming attitudes, behaviors, and practices towards sustainability. It seeks to inspire and support learner to in making challenges that benefits both themselves and the world around them. ESG aims to create a society where individuals understand the importance of sustainable living and are equipped with the knowledge and skills to contribute to a sustainable future.